going to show you what a perfect start to Minecraft Skyblock looks like. I'm going to build farms for resources, create a massive base, and craft iron gear. And it's all going to start from just a small dirt island. The first thing that we have to do is make a cobblestone generator. Nice. We'll put these in the chest. Now I'm going to break this tree, but I have to be very careful. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to keep as much wood as I can. I'm also going to need to find saplings off of this tree, and if I don't get a sapling, I'm gonna have to start over because I won't be able to plant other trees. Let's look for the sapling. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's two. 2 saplings is great. Now I'm gonna use my wood to make some stuff. First, I'm gonna make a crafting table, then I'm gonna make a pickaxe. Don't wanna waste too much wood to start out, but I do wanna make a little wooden platform so that I can break my cobblestone. All right, we're already off to a good start. I broke cobblestone for like 5 minutes and now I'm gonna make a platform. This is the platform that I'm going to use to create a tree farm and my base. That's the start of the platform. I am going to fill it in and maybe make it bigger. I'm gonna have to farm a good bit of cobblestone for that though. I built out the platform a little bit and it's officially nighttime. I'm gonna plant the sapling so that my trees can grow because I'm gonna need some wood to build my base. Okay, we got our first ever mobs. I'm gonna need those skeletons for bones. I don't care about the creeper. Okay. I don't want him to walk off. Come on. Dude, I didn't know what to do there. We'll get more later. It's officially day 2, and I want to go see what's over there. I'm gonna craft some building blocks. Hopefully that's enough. Let's go. All right, we're over. Obsidian, melons, and pumpkin seeds. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna try to grab this cactus because I really do want it. I'll leave the sand there for later. I'll put this in the chest, and I'll build out this platform more. All right, now I'm gonna mine this tree, but I'm gonna mine it from the top so that I can get as much as I can. Oh my gosh, it's catching on fire. Oh, frick. All right, I got 1 sapling from that. I might have dropped one, but I'm happy. Well, anyways, it's nighttime. We should be getting more mobs in soon, and I'm gonna try to finish off this platform. All right, 3 spiders is really good because I need a lot of string. If I don't die. All right, that's 1. That's 2. Nice. That's a lot of string. That's enough for about 1.5 pieces of wool. And once I get 3, I can make a bed. That's going to be very important. All right, I'm going to hunger reset. The platform is done. That's going to be good enough for my base. To start getting wood, I'm going to make a small tree farm. I'm going to have to gather some dirt first, and I'm going to put it around to start growing some trees. We do have to start out with these 2, but hopefully we can grow the tree farm and start getting a lot of wood. All right, I waited for like 2 endgame days, and now I'm gonna expand my farm, hopefully. Gotta get saplings. All right, all we gotta do is repeat this process, and then hopefully have a good tree farm going. That's actually enough for the tree farm. Nice, dude. All right, they finally grew. This took a lot of AFKing. It didn't take as long as it could have, so I'm actually really happy. Now I'm just gonna grab all this wood and then replant and then do that a couple times, and then I can build the base. All right, it's been a while. I've done this like way too many times. I did like 3 times. It takes forever. I did make it a little bit bigger, but after this final harvest, I think I'll have enough for my base. All right, that's going to be my final harvest. I hope that's enough. Having a tree farm really is important, so I will move it, but I don't know where yet. All right, I'm going to start working on the base. This base is going to be similar to my other perfect start videos, and it's going to be very useful for Skyblock. All right, that did not take me very long, and it did not take as much wood as I thought it would. There are still quite a few things that I need to do, but that is a great start to that. All right, I'm gonna grab some of the cobblestone, and I'm gonna style it up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna need to farm a little bit more cobblestone, and it should be almost done. All right, the outside of my base is finally done. I really like the way it looks. The inside still needs some work. It's a little bit uneven in certain places, but for the most part, it is done. I'm going to move in here, and that's my first goal complete. It's really nice. I'm gonna hunger reset again. My next goal to further my progress is make a mob farm, but in order to do that, I'm gonna need a lot of cobblestone. So I'll be farming here for a bit. I mined for a while and I got a good bit of cobblestone. It's definitely not gonna be enough, but it is gonna be enough to start. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till daytime so that I don't get killed by mobs. We'll start it out here and let's build it out a little bit. All right, this is gonna be the platform where, you know, you kill the mobs, and I'm gonna have to build the rest of it up. All right, that's about as much as I can get done with the amount of cobblestone, so I am going to have to farm some more. I just realized that mob farms need water, and I don't have any water sources that I can use because I'm using this, but I do have an idea. All right, we're almost done with the mob farm. Now I need to add trapdoors, and everything will be done except for the roof and the water. Oh man, this is gonna take up so much wood. I hope it'll be worth it. All right, that's that part done, and I'm gonna have to go back down to get more cobblestone, finish off the roof. All right, the mob farm is officially done, except for the water. All right, what is this? I literally AFK'd, like, I just got back to my computer. There's no water. So how is there This is the most stacked mob farm I've ever seen in my life. I thought for sure that I would have to get water in some way. Mobs are definitely falling down. Holy. That worked out way better than I expected, I'm not gonna lie. Look at all this stuff we have already. There is one problem though. My house unintentionally became a mob spawner because I forgot to light it. I'm gonna have to make some torches. I'm gonna need to make a furnace and then make charcoal with the logs that I have. All right, that's enough to light up my area. A life hack that I learned on Skyblock is that if you want to get rid of a big group of mobs, just jump off and they'll disappear. All right, that is goal 2 done in my opinion. I think that's really nice. Around my house, I am going to be planting some trees just to keep my tree farm going a little bit. I like it. I like it. I'm glad our farm works so well because my next goal is to get iron armor. And the only way to get iron is to kill zombies. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of grinding on this farm. But that's totally fine. I'll just put on some Jinxie in the background. Alright, I finally got my first piece of iron. It really didn't take that long. If we want to get a lot of iron, it's gonna take a while though. We'll see how far we can make it. Alright, so I've been grinding for a while. I got 2 iron and actually a shovel that's almost like full durability, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it is taking me a while, but one of the main things that I do want to make is a shield. Alright, that's a good start. I grinded for a little bit over an hour and I was able to get 4 iron. Alright, I'm gonna craft some boots and that's actually gonna have to be it for now. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I think that if I grind some more, it's gonna be very easy to get my iron armor, and that's gonna be really nice. But to make sure that the video gets out on time, I'm gonna end it here. If you enjoyed the perfect start to Skyblock, you're definitely going to enjoy the perfect start to Super Flat. So click on that video if you want to, and thank you so much for watching. Shout out to my commenters.